My name's Sam Stockley. I'm the sporting director and head coach of the USL Men's League One team. My journey comes back 4 years ago. You know, I was very fortunate at the very beginning when this was a bit of a dream to be in those conversations. So here we are now, 4 years later, and as you can see, the season started. We've got our team here. We're playing in the USL League One, and it's just been an amazing journey.
I started in college at a Division I program, the University of Kentucky, right down the road. I spent 4 years there. I took my 5th year at a small school in Pennsylvania, St. Francis University, where I received my master's, my MBA. And then I made the jump overseas. So I played in Iceland my first 2 years. Following that, I came back to the States. I played 2 years in Arizona for FC Tucson in USL League One. And then now I find myself for the inaugural season here at Lexington Sporting Club.
My journey's been a little bit different to others. I've been in different parts of the world. I started my career over in England. Then I came out of college in North Carolina and Tennessee. And then I went over to Europe and played in Denmark for a year. Then travelled over to Asia, played for 3.5 years over in Asia, a year in the Emirates, and then came over from Tucson in Arizona last year.
I think that for me, I think the biggest thing, you know, is just if they see on a day-to-day basis how hard everybody, not just the players, not just the technical staff, but the front office, the ownership, everybody involved in the club, if you see how hard everybody's working to make this a success, to make this a legacy, to grow this club and to now, you know, move it in the right direction. And I think people would really, you know, I think it'd be a great thing for everybody to see. It's not something that we try and promote. It's not something that we want to pat on the back from, because we're going to do that work anyway. But, you know, when you see how hard everybody is working from top to bottom, I think then you appreciate how special this club is and the culture that we have.
I think coming home for me is really important. I'm from Louisville, so every home game I have about 10 to 15 fans, which has been really awesome. Just seeing them in the stands makes you want to play a little bit harder. Obviously, other friends and family that come that I haven't seen in a while makes you play even harder. We've had about 2,500 at least for each home game. So for the first 2 or 3 games, just seeing that many fans in the crowd, being loud, being obnoxious, getting in the other team's face, all of that stuff has been really great. And we look forward to that happening throughout the rest of the season.
Oh, I think the big shout out to the Real Birds, because they're very good. They do a great job of bringing a lot of atmosphere. I know they do their walk-in down at the end of the field, and that's really big for us. We feel that every time they come in.
I just think their energy and their passion, and they come out and support us, and you know, on a match day we can feel it down on the field. You know, we've played games to 94, 95 minutes, and you know, we've had some great games, and we've had a heartbreaker at home a couple of weeks ago.
We are out on the pitch for an hour and a half to 2 hours a day, just fine-tuning things. When you look at our team, we're 22, 23 new faces from the players, and then 4 or 5 new on the staff. Everyone's here for the first time, so just coming together as quickly as possible. We do a lot of things outside in the apartments or off the field together, so just creating that bond. I think when fans come to the games, all they see is us for 90 minutes. They don't understand how much work goes in.
I wish they knew how hard we work together. I wish they knew the sacrifices that people, coaches, everyone put in to be here, and the ownership. Obviously, a lot of work's been put in behind the scenes that a lot of people do that don't get the credit for. So we're just the players who come out, and the fans get to see us, but so much work gets put in behind the scenes. So I wish everyone could see how hard people work behind the scenes.
Game day routine for me is I wake up around 9 o'clock. It's probably the first time I get a little bit of a lay-in the week. I get up, have a bit of breakfast and a coffee. I then watch the Premier League on telly, and then I build my match day presentation, ready to present to the players, and then we leave the house at about 2:45. We get to pre-game food or our pre-match here at the cafeteria where we eat at 3:30, and then 4:15 we have our game day presentation, which lasts about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Go over everything we need to do for the game, and then we travel to the stadium here.
Game day routine. I would say I have a little bit of a sleep in. So usually I'm up around 8 a.m. for training, or 7:30 actually. But on game days, I sleep in till about 9. I'll have a nice breakfast. I'm really picky with my breakfast. It's like 2 eggs, bread, peanut butter, avocado, pretty much every day. So I wake up and have that. I'll take a stroll. I might go for a nice little coffee. Charlie and I live downtown, so there's a lot of local coffee shops that we like to go to. And then I'll just take it easy, take a little bit of a nap, to be honest, to recharge. And then I'll come here for pregame meal, and that's when we start being together as a team and getting ready and laser focused.
Game day routine, I have a lie-in, a little sleep in, sleep as long as I can. Nice breakfast in the morning, my coffee, maybe a little stroll, nice little walk if it's a nice day. Then come to our pre-game meal. Then we come over here. Everyone gets their photo taken when they're walking in their nice clothes. And then for me, I put my shin pads on right and left first. A little bit of a superstition. This guy. And my boot on right and left first, and that's only the really little superstitions that I have. And then obviously game day.
I think a natural process is for us to evolve, and that's being more successful on the field, that's being more successful off the field. And when I mean success, obviously winning games on the field and playing a real good style of football, producing players that come through our academies, our youth club and our academy system that get into the first team would be a huge success that then we can sell. And off the field, it's continually connecting with the community, it's continually connecting with our market, growing our sponsorship, growing our season tickets, and growing the game in Lexington, which is the big part of it, and making sure that we give everybody an opportunity.
The field behind me is brand new. That doesn't happen for year one clubs. So to have new turf has been awesome. I know the stadium and the plans to expand for the training grounds is in the works. So from the ownership to the staff to the players, everything's been bang on. And we're really excited to progress in the rest of the season.
I think everything's going in the right direction, to be honest. Looking forward to getting the stadium. Looking forward to getting our training centre, but the plan from the ownership here is amazing, and I'm sure that it'll be one of the top clubs in the USL in the near future.